Comedy, mushroom, cult, podcast. Oh my god. Oh my god. As one of my coworkers would say, because she doesn't speak English very well. But she speaks English nonetheless. Kind of. Not really. Shout out to her. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's very funny. It's fun being like, I'm the only, I don't know if we talked about this. I'm the only white person at my new job. So I have to like quasi speak Spanish half the time. Like we've not Spanish, but like a version of Spanish that like everybody kind of understands. And then of course there's like the general manager who I'm pretty sure, and not that saying that she's bad at her job by any means if she sees this. But I think like 99% of the reason why she's the general manager is to be the translator between those of us who don't speak Spanish to those of us who do speak Spanish, because she does both. But oh my god, that's not how I wanted to open. Welcome to Comedy Mushroom Cult Podcast. Elvis was a hero to most. But motherfuck him and John Wayne. All right. I was listening to some old school hip hop, real hip hop. No, I was listening to it because I want, let me clear my throat. Hopefully we don't get a YouTube strike for that. We're trying something new. If you're watching the video, I mean, welcome back to the video feed. If you're listening to the audio, you're fucking welcome. Who takes care of you better than I do? Okay? Video people, who takes care of you better than I do? Yeah, could the video be better? Sure. Could the audio be better? Sure. Everything could be better. All right? You could also give me money for this at Ray Roberts Comedy on Venmo, Instagram. I think it's Ray Roberts Comedy on Patreon. I don't know. The fucking one person's on the Patreon. It's very funny when I get like a random, I always said like I made it, I think $3 or something, like buy me a gallon of gas. If you get gas for $3 a gallon, buy all of it and save it. Like that episode of It's Always Sunny. But like, no, it's cool. We're making the best of what we can. All right. I was talking to one of the friends of the podcast. I'm not going to say his name because I'm about to say that he's a fucking idiot for telling me to do something. But he'll know who it is because I know that he listens. But he's like, hey, have you tried like Adobe has this like AI voice fixer thing? And I'm like, you need to shut the fuck right up. I understand that. Thank you for your support and listening and like trying to be helpful. But I don't, if anybody found out I was using any aspect of artificial intelligence on this podcast or for anything, in my career, you would, career, heavy air quotes. Anytime it's slipping out a little bit easier here lately. And I need one of you. Anytime I say career on here and don't like instantly call myself out for saying career, I need somebody to keep a marker and like shoot me or something. Like Charlie Kirk only got shot once, so I don't know. Maybe I can. Man, we haven't even made it 5 minutes. We motherfucked Elvis and John Wayne and talked about Charlie Kirk shooting. We're fucking back, boys, and girls, and all of you who identify as something different. Oh, it is, I wished you guys a happy Pride Month last week, alright? I'm not doing it again. I'm not falling for the gay agenda. No, it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. It's also, what is it? Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Men, we have mental health as well. You're now aware. Especially if you listen to this podcast, you're very aware of the many facets of the male mental health spectrum. Male mental health spectrum. Fuck. All right, we're dropping shit. All right. Let's lock in, guys. All right, we're very serious. I'm not going to like record separate audio and video and splice it together just to be dicking around here, okay? We're doing this very seriously. God, we're going to production value. Ugh. I fucking hate everything. No, I'm very excited. But for real, if you want to support, get in touch. We'll figure it out. We got a really good visualizer today. I'm 99% sure that there's going to be ads, so I'll probably turn it off pretty quick. There was like there's like this rental car place called like Sixt, Sixt. No free ads, but they keep showing up on my YouTube ads. And that, like, it's just AI garbage. And I'm sure that some people are like, oh, they're so funny. They've got this fucking horse with gold front teeth on it. And they probably do listen to the Charlie Kirk song. I don't know if I've ever listened to it. Is it We Are Charlie Kirk? Is it worth giving the click to Erica Kirk? How are his kids? Do you think that they're going to do, like, Elon Musk kid shit and, like, come out as trans? Or like do something good with his money? Like, wouldn't that be like a great heel turn for them, quote unquote heel turn? Just pissing off, like, Turning Point USA just becomes like Trans Parents USA, Transparent USA, and uppercase T, lowercase RANS, uppercase P, lowercase ARENT USA TP, yeah. And then it's just like a resource, like a knowledge resource, video resource for parents of trans kids, from people who have not dealt with the situation, because that makes it seem like a negative, who have experienced the change of their son to daughter or daughter to son, or how society deals with it. I think we just fixed it. So if once you're of age, Charlie Kirk's children, hit me up. I'll split this idea with you 50-50. Kind of how like The Onion bought fucking, god damn it, what's the InfoWars? That made like a lot of good news on 420. We didn't really cover that. Shout out to Tim Heidecker, since he's like the new Alex Jones on that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, great. The Onion bought InfoWars. Here's the problem with InfoWars. And by zero means am I going to defend Alex Jones for, god damn it, which shooting was it? That's the problem, really, is that I have to remember a specific school shooting, and I'm not going to. Like, that's how fucked up our stupid country is. Parkland. I think that was the one. David Hogg was Parkland? Or was it the one in Connecticut? Whichever one, you know, like whichever one that was like real big during the Obama administration. I think I could research it, but I don't want to. I'm literally not fucking with anything. And you know, like, do I really need to fucking figure out exactly which one it was? From fucking 10, 15, 20 years ago. It hasn't stopped, right? I was thinking about it again the other day. Like, we need to bring back bullying. I understand why we got rid of it, okay? I understand why we got rid of it. We want everybody, especially in Pride Month. We don't want to bully gay kids. We just need to fuck it. We need to, you know, like the weirdo that like dresses in all army shit. Like he's somebody who says that he wants to join the military and he's like 11. Like, earnestly wants to. Not like one of those, like, I play army people. Because who didn't, right? You pick up a stick, you pretend it's a gun. I don't even know if there's stick kids anymore. Everybody wants to have their fucking yard free of sticks and leaves and nature and shit. So you can't even, like, have an imagination. Or they probably just, like, play PUBG, if that's even a thing. Or fucking Fortnite. But, like, you know that weirdo who, like, knew all of this like military history as a child and was like, when I'm old enough, that's who we need to bully them into submission or put them in the military right away. You want to be in the military? Go for it, kid. Go right. Get them out of the system. All right. Get them put into the military system. I mean, give them to Israel, since Israel owns. Oh, we need to fucking talk about that. Israel. Army. Merge. Okay, hell yeah. We have another bullet point we need to hit. But I forget the point that I started with. Oh, I mean, it's just fucking. We should have. The nerds that came up with all of this. Like, not all of it. I mean, I like recording shit. We need Google. Google's great. Mark Zuckerberg. He should have drowned during a swirly, or at least gotten like some brain damage. Like, dumb him down a little bit so he could just like not be evil. Like, so he would like ruin the sales pitch with Peter Thiel. Right? The fact that Peter Thiel, like, exists is a problem. The guy who can't even answer whether or not he, like, is in favor of humans over machines. Which is an insane thing. I don't like, I started, that makes it seem like it's gonna be a fucking regular occurrence, which I hope it is. It's I don't know, it was nice, I enjoyed it. I live in a place where it's good. It's just like half the time it's like, ugh, I gotta fucking do that. But I went for a run yesterday. Just a nice little jog. Went to Montrose Harbor. Maybe I didn't make it all the way to Belmont Harbor. Montrose Harbor, just a nice little leisurely jog. I don't know, just a fucking mile and a half little jog or something. I don't know. Maybe that, because like I refuse. Here's what it is. I see a lot of my friends have that like Strava app, I think you call it. There used to be like MyFitnessPal or like iRun. Like there's always some sort of something, you know? And like the Strava app, I downloaded it because I know a couple people. Yep, there's ads. Fucking bastards. But, like, it costs, like, $7 a month. Where are you fucking weirdos getting... I know $7 is, like, legitimately a cup of coffee. I get that. Oh, I have one less cup of coffee. All right, shut the fuck up, weirdo. It's weird that you're paying for a running app. Just go for a jog and then just, like, figure it out. Like, time it. Be like, oh, I ran for 4... Like, what are you keeping all these fucking stats for? Like, I know that, like, people like to keep track of, like, to make it a valid goal, you have to write it down, and you have to be able to measure progress, and blah. Like, shut the fuck up. All right, just go for a goddamn jog. Are you a fucking Nigerian dude? Are you gonna win the Boston Marathon? No. Period. Oh, my like, this route was kind of a fun one. Like, okay, sick. Like, you ran your personal record. Like, congratulations. Like, that's worth knowing. All right? Find a 3.5 mile run that you know. Like, find a 5K run. Map it out. Like, you don't want to be fucking old man yelling at clouds because you go for, like, because one, you can't afford the $7 for the running app. Maybe someday I'll be able to pay for the running app and I'll be like, what a broke bitch. You had to worry about paying for the running app. Maybe you should work harder. Oh, don't yuck my yum. It's something I like doing. Fitness is important. Shut the fuck up. Let fitness be, if it was really important to you, you wouldn't fucking ship it out to a third party. You wouldn't hire your fucking phone to keep track of it for you. You'd get a stopwatch. You'd start it when you start running. You stop it when you stop running. You take a look at Google Maps and you go, I don't know, this is about 3.5 miles or so. I did it in 35 minutes. Cool. Let's call it a day. Fuck. But no, I've got $7. We'll have the fucking GPS on my phone keep track of it. It'll tell me how many fucking steps I took and what my goddamn heart rate is, because we need to make sure that every single piece of data is available to everybody at all times. Oh, I click the box that says you can't fucking share it. Like, okay, great. The laws mean literally nothing in this country, and you're just gonna give it up to, like, make sure that your mile time is good. Like, just go run by the fucking lake. Take a look. I was trying to, and then literally while I was downloading the app, before they even said it cost money, I was like, well, if it's free, what's the fucking problem? And I think my phone's got a goddamn thing on it. I should but like, still, like, what do we even care? I'm not running a fucking 5K. I'm taking a jog down to the goddamn little lighthouse at the end of the harbor. Just because it's fucking gorgeous. I live next to a beautiful inland sea. It's fucking 72, 73 degrees out. I go for a little bit of a jog. What do I need to bring numbers into it for? It's the same fucking people who are like, what you need to do is, like, you need to fucking niche down, and you need to keep track of how many viewers are looking at it when you do this. You need to A-B test it. Like, it's fucking, we're using words, you fucking weirdos. God, you're going for a jog. Like, do we need to fucking quantify everything? I enjoyed my jog. I don't even know how fucking, it was about 45 minutes. I know that much, because my goddamn thing went off. I also sat down by the river, you can tell I grew up by a river. You can tell I'm a river kid, not a lake kid. But like, I sat down by the lake, smoked a little bit of my joint. Like, it was nice. And then I did a little bit of a jog back. Now, did I start walking back? Sure. I was starting to get a little sore. You know when you first get like high and you're like, fuck yeah, we're like in the fucking thing. We're doing it. We're groovy, man. Like, we could just sit here. Somebody order some pizza. You know, I got the munchies. You know? But then after, like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes when you settle in and you're like, okay, I'm high. We can do this. Then I just started, like, it's great. I had a friend tell me about running high once. I might do it more often. It helps ignore the running aspect of it. I got a lot of good thinking done. I don't know what I thought about. I don't remember any of it. I was high. Like, what are you talking about? It's not like we're fucking, again, we're not changing the world. We're just fucking, I mean, we are changing the world. I'm getting rid of the fucking cortisol in my system. I'm getting my fucking quads ripped. I want to have that teardrop quad. I gained 4 fucking pounds last month. Ugh. I'm going to be in a tuxedo in like 17 days. Hottest I've ever been. And I'm going to start gaining weight right before I have to look good in a tuxedo and get a bunch of fucking pictures. The fuck I am. No, we're going to start running, and then I'm going to stop eating like Wednesday. We're going to look good for the pictures. We're going to pass out. We're going to pass out during the pictures, but we're going to look good. No, that'll be a good time. Going back to Ohio for that should be fun. But the reason why I started running, not just because I wanted to tell everybody they're fucking weird for paying for running apps. I did the Comedy Bar on Monday. Downtown Chicago, and by, like, if the fucking people at the Comedy Bar hear this, first of all, thank you for listening. Second of all, if you're listening to my podcast, I don't know, think of something better to do with your time. But no, like, usually I don't do well in that room. Like, I think like 5 times now I've done it, which isn't enough over 2 years, but like, it's 5 times more than most people. Which is something that I've got to remember. That conversation I had with a friend a couple of weeks ago of like, oh, you seem to be working and busy. But I'm like, that doesn't seem like it. And he's like, there could always be more, but I need, like, you look busy to me. And it's like, fuck, all right, well, I'm sorry that your quote unquote career's going like that. Just kidding. It was a very nice sentiment and I appreciated it. But yeah, it's like, I went to the Comedy Bar. And the show started at 7. I got off work at 7, and I work downtown now. But there's a river that separates one half of downtown from the other half of downtown. And I keep forgetting about that Chicago's a large city. So it was like a 20-ish, 30-minute bus ride, and once I got off the bus I had to like run like a block and a half over to the Comedy Bar from the bus stop to make it, and I like didn't get tired. And like usually, like even when I'm working out pretty good, my cardio is never really that great. And it's usually like my body feels not good. And I think, I earnestly think, it's because I am taking better care of I'm working out a little bit more, lately. I mean, I'm not eating as badly. So like there's less like weight on my bones and joints and shit. So like that was cool. I also like walk a lot, but no, it was very encouraging. And I was like, okay, well I need to work on my cardio anyways. Let's see how a little bit of a jog goes. But the Comedy Bar freaking ripped. The reason why I don't usually, it's like a touristy spot. Like it's right, like why wouldn't you? You put a comedy club right on top of a fucking pizza place. I forget what one it is. Like Gino's East or fucking Giordano's or It's not Gino's East. It's like Giordano's or Lou Malnati's, like one of the chain ones, which is good. I mean, they're still good. It's not, it's like no Pizzeria Uno, but like it's fine. But like they put it right there. It's right off of Michigan Ave. It's not on Michigan Ave. It's off Michigan Ave. And so it's just, and like the room's spaced a little bit weird when it's a fucking Monday night. All right, like it's not gonna be. Sometimes it's packed, but like it's not gonna be like the hottest of all crowds. And a lot of times it's mostly tourists, and a lot of times it's people from out of the country. And so it's a tough room. Like I have to work every time I'm in that room to get anything. And for whatever reason, they just liked me on Monday. And I mean, of course, I had to take a second to talk some shit and be like, hey, I heard this was a tough room. And I mean, I saw it be a tough room. It's not, I don't think any of the comics were doing anything. The only person I really watched was the kid before me. And I mean, he's good. He's not a child. He had just graduated college, I guess. So, but doing like very college-y jokes, which is fine. Like he's fucking, what, 22? Like who gives a fuck? He'll learn to write better jokes. Like not everybody really wants to hear the word Auschwitz like 5 times. That's been Auschwitz. we can't have that be something that just sneaks into my brain. That sounds like aw shucks. Auschwitz. I dropped the fucking. All right, but no, that's how I opened. Is saying like he just said Auschwitz like 30 times, and it's like, buddy, we get it. You were at Auschwitz. It's an internment camp. Like, genocide happened there. We fucking get it. Like, I heard half of the crowd was German. Like, do you think they want fucking reminded of their... Like, when we go to other countries, do you think we're gonna super love people talking about Donald Trump for the rest of our lives? Probably, because I'm one of the good ones. Hashtag. Whatever. We'll do a live show. I mean, there's that. Like, I did well at the Comedy Bar. It was really fun. Shout out to Vic Pandya and Ron Hexagon. Manny Petty was there too. It was a good time. It was fun seeing people. It was good to like do well in front of people at like a real club. I'm kind of on a little bit of a hot streak still, and that's also why we're jogging. That's also why we're like getting back to like, I've been doing a good job like balancing work and stand up. I'm not at as many mics as I was, but like it kind of feels like I'm back to like, all right, cool. We go, we try our new shit, we iron stuff out. Like we don't have the energy or the ability to be at fucking 30 mics. I never did 30 mics in a month, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna just go fucking, like today, right now it's like 4:30 or whatever the fuck, and who knows what time this is gonna come out because I have to do all this other stupid fuck, I don't want to do this. Why'd I sign myself up for this? Earnestly, if it sounds decent enough on the video, I might not. So if it sounds like shit on the video, I'm sorry. It's close enough, okay? It's good enough for me. It probably sounds better than the fucking Bluetooth did last week, okay? Because it's fucking gorgeous out. And, like, I don't want to go sit at a fucking bar. I worked all day. I had to wake up at fucking 5 in the morning, ride a goddamn bus down to the fucking Sears Tower, and then work until 2:30, and then ride a goddamn train back up here, and then sit down and like fucking talk into my goddamn cell phone or my goddamn computer. Like, I don't want to like go sit. This is more useful to me than going to sit at a fucking open mic and being like, oh, the CTA has some funny looking people. That's a really good joke that I'm telling right now. Once I get it on fucking film, you'll see it. I should look at the Comedy Bar and see if I can get that tape since I was on the show. We'll take a look at that after this. Maybe. Who the fuck knows? I'm probably going to go read. Who knows if I'm even going to try. Like, earnestly, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop recording. Not like right now. We still have like 3 things to do. I have to pitch the live show. I mean, you would love a 25-minute episode, you fucking sickos. You hate me. You just download this because I keep haranguing you. One of these days. Now, if every single one of you sent me $1, that'd be great. Just send me $1. I think that this is worth $1. at Ray Roberts Comedy on Venmo. If each one of you who viewed and or listened to this sent me $1 every week, or every time I put out an episode, I would, one, probably take it way more seriously. Two, care about how I talk about you fucking idiots. No, but no, give me money. I'm sick of working. But no, it's kind of nice. Because you just have to, like, put the blinders on and, like, all right, this is comedy time, this is work time, this is this time. And I want to keep the ball rolling. And the best way to do that, especially when it's nice out, take care of your mentals, take care of your chickens. I don't have very many chickens, so we got to double down on mentals. Not spin out. Sure. Can we make some, like, fucking bad decisions? Yeah. We're still doing what it's working out. All right, I'm leaning into this whole, like, being me and trusting my fucking, like, instincts on how to do things and ideas and whatnot, right? And it's going well so far. But I also know that I have, like, a solid streak of fuck it in me where it's like, I'm doing enough. We can fucking park it. It's like, nah, we need to go for a jog because it's going to make our energy levels higher. And we need to keep eating decently because of it. We're going to, it keeps us from getting sick, XYZ. And it keeps us from having, like, a fucking mental breakdown again. I mean, also, like, women ghosting you will throw you into that spiral. But I think we're being very dumb about women. We did that last week. We get it. I think we're doing a good job. Comedy, Mushroom Cult, live shows coming up. There's like 3 months that start with J, and I went through all of them except for the one that I needed. July 2nd, at Burton Place, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think it might be Central Daylight Time. I don't really know how time zones work. But it's going to be great. I put out the lineup yesterday since it's a month from now. Mostly white lineup. I understand that that's like a weird way to put it. But it's one of those things where, like, you book your friends that do really fun stuff, and then you just, like, forget that they're all white and you don't really put it in there. I mean, there's 2 Jewish people, there's 3 women. Yeah, 3 women, 2 Jewish people, a Serb. I don't know. I think it's pretty diverse if you don't look at the picture. But it's also America's 250th birthday. So, like, what a better time to have an all-white lineup. We'll do better at the next one, I promise. It's something that I noticed afterwards, but, like, who gives a fuck? I need you to know that I also know. But it happened, and it's not, I don't not think people of color are funny. Whatever. Watch me just do, like, an all-black lineup for August. And then I'll just be like, I'll show up in, like, some Fred Hampton shit. But no, we got a good lineup. Bronwyn Galloway is going to be on there. Evelyn Troutman, John Moore, Nick Emeka and his wife Rachel. Well, they're engaged, whatever, who cares? And then friend of the podcast, first friend of the podcast, lover of life, New York comedian Joe Briggs is probably going to be there. So that's going to be super fun. He's, in my opinion, one of the funniest people in the goddamn country. We text each other all the time, telling the other one that they're supposed to make it and drag the other one to success. So let's put us both on a show and see if it happens. But no, I'm very excited for this. It's going to be very, very fun. I released a couple of posters that I did, and, like, somebody texted me, he's like, I need the name of your poster guy. Just, like, being silly. But I also saw another person, of whom I respect, and I think they're doing a good job. They're trying to put comedy in a city that no longer has a comedy club. Well, that's as specific as we'll want to be. He got called out for using AI on his flyers by, we'll shout out Carter Doherty. Shout out Carter Doherty. He's the man. he got into the comments and was like using like it was like good luck on your show, but using AI for for your flyers is lazy and it looks like shit. I think he just said lazy. And then this person like hit back and was like, well, I'm just trying to like make the best of my time. Like, get fucked. If you don't have enough time to make posters, hire somebody to make posters. If you don't have enough money to hire somebody to make posters, then maybe don't make posters, right? Like, take the time. You know who's coming up. You don't need to do them in how much time does it save you? Right? Like, instead of just like finding it on Canva and then selecting it and putting it, like, they've made it as easy as they can, and now you have to have some fucking robot do it, and then you have to be like, no, change this, no, change, and you're not like you're not a fucking IT wizard, so I know for sure that you're either paying somebody to do AI for you, or you're taking twice as long to do it on AI, and then you're gonna like get the template, and you're gonna be like, well, after I set up, and you can fucking do it yourself. You fucking weirdos. Quit doing it. I made my posters. I handmade them. Okay? It fits the show. I wanted to steal paper from the downstairs computer room at this apartment, but like they refused to keep paper in the goddamn printer. Like, part of the thing that I pay for is to be able to print shit, and they never have paper in the fucking printer. So I had to make it on the back of wrapping paper that I had in the closet. You make do with what you have. So the poster doesn't look great. Who gives a fuck? Make something good and the poster doesn't matter. Oh, but you gotta sell it to get... Fuck off. Alright, maybe the first couple are a little light, but then people will understand it. Word of mouth is the best way to spread things. Still, to this fucking day. God, it doesn't make any sense. People, that's how you spread things out, is taking care of people, making something good. And guess what? That's how fucking businesses have done it for thousands of years. You're the best prostitute in all of fucking Jerusalem. That's how people fucking find you. They can't put up goddamn posters everywhere. It's the oldest profession. It's been going on purely off of like fucking repeat and referral business. You got bomb pussy, you're gonna be a good prostitute. Alright? God. You don't need a fucking marketing degree or like an AI pimp to do it for you. Just fucking do it. Oh, it's not good. Who cares if it's not good? Who cares if it's not shiny and it doesn't look professional? You're telling people to come see the thing that you do well. Like on Vic's show, he has like, you sit down and like talk to him for a minute, and they brought it up, and I'm just like, hey, every part, like, I need you guys to understand that every part of this show, it's going to sound like a bad idea. It's going to sound like the worst part of every comedy show you've ever seen. But think of that, but with somebody who's good at it. Right? Like, wouldn't it be fun? Like, everybody loves Jon Stewart, but nobody wants to sit and listen to somebody harp about their politics. People, like, even some people hate Jon Stewart because he doesn't have the same politics. I don't care. It's funny, right? He's making you smarter by telling a joke. He's making, like, my friend sent me a fucking thing that was like, they were like, this reminds me of your comedy. And it was something like, I love when an artist, you can tell that they have like mental health problems, and it's like, this may not fix it, but it'll like show you the path that like somebody's made it through. It's something like that. And it's like, yeah, man, that's what this is supposed to do. Like, oh, nobody wants to like in their fun time, nobody wants to listen to politics. Like, shut the fuck up. Yes, they do. That's why people watched, like, fucking Deadliest Catch, or watched Ice Road Truckers, or, like, they watch fucking Dirty Jobs. Like, people love watching the mundane, the things that they do all the time. All they want to do is be like, I could do that better. That's all people want. Like, fucking AM talk. The reason why Fox News is as huge as it is because of AM talk radio. People just love sitting and listening to people tell them things they already know, right? People want to, like, they're afraid of surprises. So, like, hey, come to my thing. I'm telling you, there's gonna be politics up top. It's gonna be fun. I guarantee you it's gonna be fun. Because I want to have fun with it. It's what I think about. It's what I talk about. It's what I'm trying to do with my dumb shit act. Is like, hey, this is how I'm seeing things, and I'm gonna make fun of it. Like, I know that I'm fucking stupid for believing this too. Like, it's a dumb... I don't know how I'm gonna make it funny yet. But just the idea of it was like, I'm done, like, trying to convince people to think the same way that I do. Like, it's not going to help anything. I'm done trying to proselytize. Like, I'm going to tell you fucking people what's going on and give you my spin on it. And this is my stupid platform to do it. But everybody's entrenched in their dumb shit idea. And guess what? All of us are wrong. Right? Like, I mean, except for, like, the killing of children. Nobody should do that. Like, there are, like, basic truths that we hold self-evident that we should. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm sick of trying to explain to somebody why a Palestinian child doesn't need to get murdered for Israel to be identified as a state, as a country, to be respected. You don't need to kill children to do it. I'm so sorry. There's a way to do it. I don't know the way. You don't know the way. But there's got to be a better way. But no, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm just going to sit here and try to, like, berate you with facts, and then you're just going to be like, well, I feel that. Like, okay, well, I can't change. I can actually change how you feel with my dumb shit comedy. You can be like, I don't agree with this. Like, I say it all the time on stage. It's a cheap line. It makes me feel like a hooker every single time. But, like, I don't know. I'll just be like, hey, you guys can tell who I voted. Like, I wear skinny jeans. Like, you can tell who I voted for. My jeans are far too tight to vote for who you voted for. While I'm up here, I don't give a fuck who you voted for. We're just having fun. I've got my opinions. You've got your opinions. We're having fun up here. Not anybody can get it. Like, every hack bullshit thing you hear somebody who's bad at comedy say to justify why they should be able to say what they're... Nobody really comes at me as much. Like, there was a time where people came at me because I wasn't as good at it. Like, hey, you can't make fun of that. And it's like, well, I can't make fun of it yet. I'm not good enough yet. But you got to keep your head down and do it. Like, yeah, the rules, you can't do it at your job. Your job's not my job. You're not as good at it as I am. You could get away with saying this if you were good at it. Fuck. You can't say anything these days. Yeah, you fucking can. You just have to try. You can't just be a white dude calling trans people weird or like fucking black people like, you can't just go out here and be like, aren't black people fucking women, right? Like, I do it like I did it on fucking Saturday, and it was real funny because it was just like, I'm making fun of this lady who came into my job in an all-white Israel hoodie. And I was like, this lady walked in and she's already a woman. That's already bad enough. And it's just like, come on, guys, my fucking what? Like, I'm making fun of the trope, and some fucking woman in the back of the room is just like, oh my. And then just by the end of the joke, she was laughing. And I was just like, oh, so like now you've run out of comments for the joke now that it's finished? You had a bunch of comments at the beginning. You understand how joke writing works. I mean, maybe you don't because you don't fucking write, but like, you get what I'm saying? It's a journey. Like, the whole thing is supposed to like kind of shock you and be a left turn. Like, I'm tricking dipshits into going along with my dumb joke by saying that women are weird, because women are weird to men, and men are weird to women. They're different. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. But there's like a respectful way to make fun of that. And there's like a fun, on purpose, disrespectful way to do it while knowing it, and that's all part of the thing. I by no means would go up on stage and be like, fucking bitches, and then you're just like, what, nobody can take a joke? Like, no, the whole point of the joke is that you can only have so many things. Like, you can't, like, this woman she goes by Meow because she's a cat person. She was wearing like a brand new stark white Israel sweatshirt. You can't have cats and genocide. You can have one or the other. You can pick your weirdness, right? Like, I mean, obviously one of those is much better than the other one. I mean, one makes you just honestly a deplorable person. Shout out Hillary Clinton. Like, whatever. Just almost went on a weird Hillary Clinton rant, which would not help me at all. Oh, excuse me. There's a burp for you. But no, so like that was the joke, is that like, and I was like, well, here comes this woman, already one strike, you know, like, and it's just like, come on, like we're just being goofy about it. I don't know, but that's the show. That's the live show. That's comedy, really. Like anybody who's telling you can't say anything is a fucking idiot. And they probably use AI and fucking pay for running apps. Fucking losers. We're at 40 minutes. We can save these two for the next one because those are evergreen. And then just because you can't show a gun in the first act and not use it in the third, which is very funny. I was watching. This is why movies fucking rip. I watched Hardball the other day and fucking cried my eyes out. Jesus Lord. But like it's very fun to like watch a movie and be like, oh, duh. Like this is how it works. It's formulaic. I mean, everything's formulaic. But like I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again, and it's very fun. They show the flamethrower in the first act, and then he uses it in the last act, and you're just like, this is fucking Shakespeare 101, you know, or like whatever, like playwriting 101. And it was just very, very fun. All that to say, you can't bring up Israel without talking about them at the end. Something came out. I forget exactly what the thing was. I, again, should do more research. But again, I'm not doing it all for you, you fucking weirdos. All right? I'm being really aggressive with you guys this week. We need to. I've got like a lot. I've been having guarana in my fucking smoothies from work. And it makes me feel a certain kind of way. It kind of feels like my juices are flowing, if you know what I mean. There's a reason why we're texting women we probably shouldn't. But shout out, just in case everybody's very nice. And if you're listening to this for like updates on my love life, just because somebody brought it up to me as like a reason why we couldn't hang out, and that person, again, if you're watching, you're delightful, and I'm a really big fan. But and like on a date, somebody brought up like the shit that I talk, and it's like, if you're using this podcast as any sort of barometer of like how I actually am in real life, like, I'm exaggerating. Yes, I believe, let's call it 98.6% of this, and the other 1.4 is just me putting a little zhuzh on it, you know? Do I dislike Taylor Swift? Sure. Do I need to talk about it every episode? No, I don't really give a fuck about it that much, right? I'm not currently dating a millennial woman. I don't have to pretend to care about Taylor Swift and what she's up to, writing songs for Toy Story 5. Still hasn't said anything about Donald Trump this administration, it seems like. But hey, that's perfectly fine. She got her music. We're all fans. She was helpful to people in the past. So that works. Fuck, what the fuck were we doing here? Oh, but anyways, yeah, it's one of the, yes, I'm going to, I put my life into everything that we do. Friend of the podcast was legitimate. Oh no, he was on the Browns podcast once. Zoltan Kazis once said, he's like, hey, I like your stuff, but like, where are you in it? And at the time I was like, not ready for that. And I was like, I want to make funny. I don't want to talk about, but like my like energy, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Israel and the United States are merging armies, essentially, is what the thing basically said in 2027. Now, I mean, here's the thing. Do we pay for their entire army? Pretty much. Their military? Yeah. Like, we're the reason why that country still goes, because we have been siphoning, like, we've just been sending them billions of dollars. Since, like, the fucking 50s, or whenever the fuck they made Israel, which has a right to exist. I don't know if a two-state solution is the idea. I don't know if a single state. I don't know how to fix the fucking Middle East. All I know is we shouldn't be killing fucking children on a genocidal level doing it. All I know is that especially right now, our goddamn country should not be aligning itself with these people. And I goddamn know a lady who says her name is Meow shouldn't be wearing a brand new Israel hoodie in 2026. All right? And especially, like, anybody who's, like, this is why I brought it up before, is like, Israel has fucking compulsory military service. You have to serve in the military, I think for 3 years. I did research on it a couple weeks ago. I made a note in my phone. This is what I do when I'm at home and I'm high, is I sit down and I research fucking Israel's compulsory military service, and then like put it in a note somewhere I can't find again. And then I just like I have the fuzzy idea of what their fucking rules are. And then I bitch about it. I know that it's not good. I know that like, they're not going to make a draft. This is going to be their way around the draft, is like, hey, you have compulsory military service now. And I'm too old to worry about it, I'm sure. I think maybe the rumor for the draft was 42. God, I could not imagine somebody trying to draft me. That would be madness. What are you going to do? Put me in jail? Fine. Beat the fuck out of it. I'm not going to die. I can get beat the fuck up by the goddamn cops. I can do it for this. I'm going to skip the draft. Fuck. Oh, you're going to call me a draft dodger? So was the fucking president, right? So was like every president that served, quote unquote. I mean, like fucking Dwight D. Eisenhower, I guess, kind of did a good job in the war. Ulysses Grant, that fucking drunk who burnt down, that was Sherman. I'm sure Ulysses Grant did some shit. Like, right, they had like cushy office jobs, or like their dad paid to get them out of the goddamn draft. Like, that's a problem, sure. We should shame all those fucking weirdos who want to send people to war, but I'm anti-war. I've never once said we should go to war. I think even as a child, I knew that war was fucking stupid. War is a racket. God, who said that to me the other day? I was like, you're going to make a Smedley Butler reference just mid-conversation, and I'm not supposed to fall in love with you? It's like that one time I went on a date and somebody said that fucking Duolingo is a psyop. Like, yeah, it's fucking, you're never going to cheat on me, fine. You've got, I don't care. You got a job, cool. You're hot, great, whatever, cool. Congratulations. But, like, you're going to drop things like fucking Duolingo's a psyop and war is, like, you're going to make Smedley Butler references. And when I go, oh, we're just dropping Smedley Butler references mid-conversation, and goes, you know who Smedley Butler? Like, what the fuck? You have something lined up? Oh, I'm so sorry that's hot. You know about a World War I general that they tried to hire to overthrow our government in the fucking 30s or whatever the fuck it was? With Prescott Bush. I think Disney was involved with it. A few other of them, of whom we like just like made their kids billionaires, and then we're like, hey, they can take control, whatever. But yeah, Israel and the US, they're going to merge their armies and like their technology and all that shit. Which, like, if, big if, capital IF, we/they weren't genociding people, that might not be the worst idea. I mean, we're already paying for their army. Why not? I mean, if they didn't completely have our president by the balls because he's a fucking pedophile who hung out with other satanic pedophiles, like, that might be a cool time. That might be like, that's an interesting way to do things. Hey, just put it all under one umbrella. But no, since we have a pedophilic... I know how to spell it, I don't know how to say it. But since we have a pedophile president and administration, and quite frankly, a bunch of people... The fucking Democrats still haven't done fucking shit about it. Like, what are we doing? They gave Pam Bondi fucking cancer. Alright, we're just on a fucking rant now. Everybody just needs to stop being weird. Yeah, things are fucking weird right now, alright? Things are crazy. That's when we need to hunker down and be like, alright, we This desk is real. The fucking sun's real. The goddamn trees are real. We're real. The handmade posters I made are real. Do you know what's not real? The fucking algorithm. The fucking, your timeline. What's on your stories. This fucking podcast and people getting information. Like, why don't you just text somebody? Using this, keeping track of anything, paying for fun fucking running apps. Just write it down, you fucking losers. Like, what are we doing? We've got the time. What you don't need to do is probably 99% of what you're doing that makes you feel like you're busy. And I doom scroll. I feel like I don't have enough time, but I've got so much time. I'm not going to fucking Rotary. I'm skipping open mics to go sit in the goddamn sun and read. What do you gain? Like, do a cost-benefit analysis on your life. And see what's bringing you stress and what's bringing you happiness. I guarantee you keeping up with the Joneses and like making sure that you hit as many fucking open mics and making sure that you have the newest sculpture in the front of your yard. Making sure that your yard's clean with no sticks and you do like the fucking crosshatch when you mow the lawn. So everybody can see how, like you're taking that long to mow the lawn just so people can see let the lawn fucking grow. Let there be snakes. Let there be fucking bees and shit. Who cares? You're just doing it because you want it to look good for your neighbors. How much of your time are you doing things for not yourself? Now, don't be selfish. I don't mean that, like, be in service to others. But, like, don't, like, fucking... Oh, I need to make sure that, like, I have to go to this fucking book club. So people think, like, shut the fuck up. I guess go to a book club. That's probably a good use. You know what I mean. I have to fill out my fucking letterboxd. So everybody, like, you don't need to. You're not a movie critic. Cool, maybe you are. Like, you like movies, you like to write it down. Fine. But, like, don't use that as a reason that you don't have time to fucking do shit. Things are supposed to enrich your life, not make them more busy and burdensome. God. It does, like, when I'm the voice of reason... That makes no sense. Wow. Imagine if Ram Dass, I guess every once in a while he did, but imagine if Ram Dass was like, you guys are fucking stupid. Just sit still and think for a minute. Go for a jog. Go sit next to the lake and read. Think about it. Sit with your thoughts. You fucking weirdos. Imagine if he talked to you like that. I think it would be better. It might have worked. I might have come to him a little bit sooner. Ray Dass over here telling you to shut the fuck up and listen to your own thoughts. The Lord gave you one mouth and two ears for a reason, boy. Alright, we'll call this an episode. We're just using words and we're almost to an hour again. whoisrayroberts.com. It used to be my website fucking 5 years ago. At Ray Roberts Comedy. Instagram. Cash App. Venmo. TikTok as well. Follow me over. I don't have that on my fucking phone because whatever. But thanks. We'll see you next time. I love you. Bye.